Hi, hello, dear students. Welcome to our channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss about Mathematics 1B Telangana Intermediate Board Model Paper 2020-2021. For that model paper, we are giving solutions in this video. Let us have a discussion. The first question: find the value of x if the slope of the line passing through the point 2 comma 5 and x comma 3 is 2. So how to calculate? Here the concept is slope of the line joining. So rough figure, just 2 comma 5 and x comma 3. Just you have to denote these values with x1 y1 x2 y2. Write the proper steps. Given points a of 2 comma 5 here already mentioned, but still you have to write it. Two comma 5 and x comma 3. Slope of AB, next step. Write the definition: y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Substitute the respective values. 3 minus 5 divided by x minus 2. So 3 minus 5 minus 2 divided by x minus 2. Given slope of AB is equal to 2. Therefore, slope of AB is equal to, we got it as minus 2 by x minus 2 and given value is 2. So 2 is equal to minus 2 by x minus 2. Cross multiply. 2 into x minus 2 is equal to minus 2. So 2x minus 4, which is equal to minus 2. 2x is equal to minus 2 plus 4. Minus 4 we are taking into this side. 2x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1. So we will move to the next question. The first question completed. Transform the equation x plus y plus 1 equal to 0 into normal form. Question number 2. Given line x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Put that equation number 1. Whenever you are going to calculate the equation of line into normal form, the given line, suppose ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is there, no? So that we can write it as ax plus by equal to minus c. So here also x plus y is equal to minus 1. So if we compare with this line with ax plus by plus c, if we compare this line with ax plus by plus c, so a value and b value required, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1. So divide on both sides, divide or dividing on both sides by root of a square plus b square, or root of 1 square plus 1, that is equal to root 2. So x by root 2 plus y by root 2 is equal to minus 1 by root 2. We already discussed in the straight line chapter. Whenever you are going to convert into the normal form from general equation, the RHS value should be greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. Why? Because P represents perpendicular distance. So, minus 1 by root 2 is there, no? So, minus value cannot be in the RHS. So, throughout multiplying by minus, this equation will becomes x into minus 1 by root 2 plus y into minus 1 by root 2, which is equal to plus 1 by root 2. Now, comparing this equation with compare the above equation with x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. So, cos alpha equal to minus 1 by root 2, sin alpha equal to minus 1 by root 2, and P is equal to 1 by root 2. So, after that, but we need to write in the form of x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to P. No, we need to write in this form the given equation of line. So, cos alpha sin alpha both are minus 1 by root 2. Cos alpha sin alpha both are negative in third quadrant. So, alpha value we can write it as third quadrant. So, it will be pi third quadrant. This is quadrant 3. So, we can write it as pi plus cos alpha 1 by root 2 sin alpha 1 by root 2 irrespective of minus 1 by root 2 we will get for 45 degrees. So, pi plus pi by 4. So, which is equal to pi plus pi by 4 is 5 pi by 4. So, alpha value we got it and P value is 1 by root 2. Therefore, x into cos alpha value 5 pi by 4 plus y into sin of 5 pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2, which is the normal form, to the given equation. X plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. We will move to the next question. The next two questions which are coming from 3-dimensional geometry and planes. So, third question solution. Show that the points form an equilateral triangle. First step, given points. Or given vertices. I am taking as A, B, C like 1, 2, 3. B equal to 2, 3, 1. And C equal to 3, 1, 2. To form that equilateral triangle, we need to calculate the distances AB, BC, CA. Here I am writing the formula for distance between 2 points. So, AB is equal to distance between 2 points in the 3-dimensional geometry, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So, by using this formula, we will do this question. So, AB is equal to root over x2 minus x1. A point is x1 y1 z1, B point is x2 y2 z2. 2 minus 1 whole square. So, for first one I am writing like this. After that 3 minus 2 whole square, directly I will write it, plus 1 minus 3 whole square. So which is equal to root over 2 minus 1, 1 square is 1, 3 minus 2 whole square, 1 square, 1 minus 3 minus 2 whole square is 4. So which is equal to root 6. If we are getting BCCA values also root 6, then our answer is right, equal to triangle BC. So C minus B, 3 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus 3 whole square, 2 minus 1 whole square, which is equal to root over 3 minus 2 whole square 1, 1 minus 3 whole square minus 2 whole square 4, 2 minus 1 whole square 1, so root 6. Next CA, distance between C point and A point, 3 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 2 whole square plus 2 minus 3 whole square. So root of 4 plus 1 plus 2 minus 3 whole square is 1. So root 6. Therefore, conclusion step, AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. Therefore, triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. We'll move to the next question. They are asking to prove that, hence the result, hence proved. The given points form an equilateral triangle. We'll move to the next question. Question number 4. Find the equation of the plane whose intercepts on x, y, z axis are 1, 2, 4 respectively. This is the plane concept, plane chapter. Question number 4 I am explaining. Find the equation of the plane whose intercepts on x axis, y axis, z axis are 1, 2, 4 respectively. So question number 4 solution here. Given intercepts x intercept, y intercept, z intercept, one, 2, 4. X intercept is denoted by small a, y intercept is denoted by small b, z intercept is denoted by small c. After that, the equation of plane whose intercepts, that means x, y, z, x comma y comma z intercepts are the equation of plane whose x, y, z intercepts are respectively a comma b comma c is x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. Substitute in place of a, b, c 1, 2, 4, x by 1 plus y by 2 plus z by 4 is equal to 1. If you want simplify, you can simplify, otherwise you can leave it like this. 4 is the LCM. 4x plus 2y plus z is equal to 1. Cross multiply 4x plus 2y plus z is equal to 4, which is the required equation of plane, whose intercepts are 1, 2, 4 respectively. We'll move to the next question, question number 5 and 6. Question number 5, limit x tends to 0 plus 2 mod x by x plus x plus 1. They are asking to prove this value as 3. First, we need to know about the meaning of x tends to 0 plus. X tends to 0 plus meaning is x is greater than 0. When x is greater than 0, mod x is equal to x. So, limit x tends to 0 plus. In place of mod x, you have to write as x. 2x by x plus x plus 1. Over here x cancel. Limit x tends to 0 plus 2 plus x plus 1. Now wherever x is there, replace with 0. So 2 plus 0 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Therefore, limit x tends to 0 plus 2 mod x by x plus x plus 1 is equal to 3. Hence proved. We will move to the next question, question number 6. In question number 6, find limit x tends to 0 e power x plus 3 minus e power 3 by x. Question number 6. Limit x tends to 0 e power x plus 3 minus e power x. Sorry, e power 3 it is there. Divided by x. We have the formula from algebra. A power m plus n is equal to a power m into a power n. So, the numerator will becomes limit x tends to 0 e power x into e power 3 minus e power 3 divided by x. E power 3 take common. Limit x tends to 0 e power 3, if we take out common, e power x minus 1 divided by x. So, e power 3 constant we can take outside. Limit x tends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x. We have the formula in standard limits. Limit x tends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. So, e power 3 into 1, which is equal to e power 3. Therefore, conclusion step, limit x tends to 0 e power x plus 3 minus e power 3 divided by x is equal to e power 3. Question number 7. Find the derivative of 5 sin x plus e power x into log x. So, first they did not mention any f of x or y. So, you can assume that let given function as y. Y is equal to 5 into sin x plus e power x into log x. So, differentiate with respect to x, dw or tx. That means differentiating with respect to x. So, y derivative with respect to x, generally we can write like this, d by dx of y. So, d by dx of each and every term you have to differentiate. Both the meaning is same, dw or tx meaning or d by dx, both the meaning is same. For understanding purpose I am writing. I hope you everyone understand. So, whenever dy by dx, this will becomes dy by dx. D by dx of 5 is constant to sin x. constant into any function is there, constant you can take outside of the differentiation, d by dx, and then rest of the function you have to differentiate, d by dx of sin x. This is the way you can do. Plus here d by dx of, this is u, this is v. uv formula I am going to apply here. This is u, this is v. uv formula I am mentioning there. d by dx of u into v. So u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. So this formula we are going to apply now. So e power x so first according to this you write it, e power x into d by dx of v, dv by dx means v, v means what? Log x, plus v log x into d by dx of e power x. So dy by dx is equal to 5 into d by dx of sin x is cos x, plus e power x into d by dx of log x 1 by x, plus log x into d by dx of e power x is e power x. So e power x take common from this. Therefore dy by dx equal to 5 cos x plus e power x into 1 by x plus log x. This is the way you have to do, dear students. Step by step I explained. We will move to the next question. Question number 8. In the question number 8 solution, what is that question? Y equal to log of sin of log x. Y is equal to log of sin of log x. Given y is equal to log of sin of log x. So whenever the function is in this form, here whatever I am putting in the boxes, it will help in the tricks of differentiation. If y is equal to log of f of x, then whose derivatives, y derivative will becomes dy by dx. Log f of x derivative is 1 by f of x. Again f of x we have to differentiate. Whatever the function is there now, that f dash of x, or dy by dx, d by dx of f of x. Otherwise, you can write like this, d by dx of f of x. This is equal to f dash of x. So now, same procedure you have to follow for this. Differentiate with respect to x. Y derivative is dy by dx. So log, this is completely f of x. So 1 by sin of log x. After that, d by dx of whatever the function is involving, that you can differentiate. Only for understanding purpose, step by step I am writing, otherwise directly also I will write it. So 1 by sin of log x. D by dx of sin x is cos x. D by dx of sin of log x is cos of log x. Again, whatever the function is involving, that you can differentiate, d by dx of log x. So cos of log x by sin of log x. Cos of log x by sin of log x is cot of log x. D by dx of log x is 1 by x. So the answer is dy by dx is equal to cot of log x by x. We'll move to the next question. Question number 9 and 10. Yeah, the next question. Find the approximate value of cube root of 65. So first, cube root of 65. Cube root of 65, nearby 65. What is cube root of 64 is the cube root of 4. No? So 64, we can write it as 65 can be expressed as 64 plus 1. So whatever biggest value that you can take as x, smallest value you can take as delta x. So here x is equal to 64 and delta x is equal to 1 small value. So cube root nearby value 65 we can express. After that, the approximate value of the function is defined as this formula. F of x plus delta x is approximately equal to f of x plus f dash of x into delta x. This is the formula regarding approximate value of the given function. You remember, dear students? This is the formula. For this formula, what values are required? We need to calculate f of x as well as f dash of x. By observing there is no function here, but we will make a function according to the question. Cube root of 65 is there, no? So in that 65 is a value, there is a constant. Wherever to get the f of x, here we need to create a function. F of x is equal to cube root of, in place of 65 just put x. So f of x is equal to cube root of x means x power 1 by 3 only, no? So we need to calculate differentiation also, f dash of x. Differentiate with respect to x. So f dash of x is equal to x power n derivative 1 by 3, x power 1 by 3 minus 1. So minus 2 by 3. So f of x, f dash of x value we got it, and x value is there, delta x value is there, substitute in this. So cube root of 65 is approximately equal to, approximate value of this one, f of x. What is f of x? X power 1 by 3 plus f dash of x 1 by 3 into x power minus 2 by 3 into delta x. So substitute the respective values. X value 64 whole power 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 64 whole power minus 2 by 3 into delta x value is 1. 64 can be written as 4 cube whole power 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 4 cube whole power minus 2 by 3. Here 3 get cancelled, here 3 get cancelled. So approximate value of 4 power 1 is 4 plus 1 by 3 into 4 power minus 2. So 1 by 4 square. So approximately 4 plus 1 by 3 into 4 square 16. 16 3 is a 48. Whether you have to do like 1 by 48. So like this also we can 48 times. So point you can put 0. Again 10 also not divisible by 40. 48. So again you put 0 1 here. Here 0. 48 2s are 96. So 4 again if you put 0 again it is not divisible. So 0.2 is enough. So if you want to keep here 0, you can put here 1 over 0. So 48 how many times it is going to divide? 2 means 96. So it will be 'So we need to divide 400 by 48. Roughly how much it is? We can calculate like 48 400 by 48. That means 8 point something means it is not divisible exactly. So it may be 7 approximately. 7 8 0. 7 8 56. So 7 for the 28 is 33. So like this way it will be. So 64, like this it will go, like 48. No need to remaining, this is enough for us. So 4 plus 0.02071. So approximate value 4.02071. This is approximate value of cube root of 65. This is enough. No need to go for even 4 sometimes how they will ask is up to 4 decimals you have to give the answer. In that way they will ask sometimes. Even 0208 also we can write. Why? Because one more 48 if you add 8 also it will go, not exactly 8 also, 48 8 times it will be divisible, no? So 48 384 it will go, 384 it is enough. So 16 will be left. So no need of taking. This is no need to get 1 here. Directly you can write as answer as 8. This is the way you can go. The approximate value. This is the formula for approximate value. We need to last question in the very short answer type questions in the model paper. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to 3x power 4 minus 4x at x is equal to 4. Now, the question I am writing in that question number 10 solution. Given curve y is equal to 3x power 4 minus 4x. Put that equation number 1. They are asking slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent. Differentiate with respect to x. So y derivative is dy by dx. So 3 constant d by dx of x power 4, d by dx of x power n into x power n minus 1. So 4 into x power 4 minus 1 minus 4 into d by dx of x is 1. So dy by dx is equal to 12x cube minus 4. dy by dx is called the slope of the tangent or slope of the curve. Slope of the tangent. That is also equal to slope of the curve. So we got it 12x cube minus 4. Slope of the curve or slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent at x is equal to 4 they are asking to calculate. So how to write is dy by dx when x is equal to 4. So 12 into, in place of x substitute 4 minus 4, that is equal to 12 into 4 cube 64 minus 4. So we can write it as 64 into 12 we can. So 64 into 12 means it will come by calculating I am doing here 768 minus 4, which is equal to 764. Therefore, the slope of the tangent at x is equal to 4 is 764. This is the required answer. I will continue the SAQs, the complete 10 questions I will explain in another video. For the students' convenience, very short answer type questions, one video, short answer type question, another video, and long answer type questions also another video I am making, and all the three VSAQs, SAQs and LAQs also I am making one single video. I will put in my channel according to your convenience, dear students. You can watch. I will move to the short answer type question in the next video. Thank you all.